Good evening, my wonderful people, God-loving nation, the great people of Africa, the giant of Africans, my people, my people, we salute you. We hope you are all doing well.
Yeah.
We have gathered
Hello.
again today to have a discussion on the vital issues concerning this year's election. As we want to introduce to you again in this broadcast another two powerful Labour Party candidates running for this particular election into different political positions. And today, you have the privilege, they will have the privilege to speak to you Nigerians and explain to you what and how they will assist our president coming, Mr. Obi, Peter Obi, in transforming our country from consumption to production. And we have here also my very good friend, my co-partner in this freedom fighting, Mr. Emmanuel. And I will want him to introduce himself. And then the candidates will also introduce themselves to you. And they are here ready to respond to one or two questions concerning their position and why they have decided to run for different positions they are contesting for. On this note, I want to invite my fellow comrade to speak. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much, my fellow obedience, nationwide and worldwide. You are all welcome to this very edition once again, the program where we bring you candidates in future to come and deliberate on the matters that are so dear to our hearts. So, ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters, you stay tuned. Don't touch that dial. We remain blessed as we continue on this too. My name is Wachukwu Emmanuel. I am a co-host to this program. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Now I invite Mr. Nda to greet our people and explain to them who he is and what make him to decide to join in this powerful race.
Okay, good evening, everyone. My
Good
name
evening.
is Ndamati Onuwo. I'm from Rumumasi in Obiakpo. I'm contesting for the Federal House of Representatives under our great party, the Labour Party. I'm going in for this race from the Obiakpo because Nigeria, we need a new and better Nigeria. Now, starting from my foundation, I started politics in 2011. I came in from the opposition sector as the first opposition to win an election in Obiakpo and in Rivers State. I graduated from there. I served as a member of Rivers State Pre-May Board, the first tenure of the governor. Yes, so we can. Now, Obiakpo is very important to everyone. For you to win an election in Rivers State, you must win Obiakpo first of all. Obiakpo has, out of the 3.6 million voting strength, Obiakpo has 1.1. Obiakpo has 17 wards. The 17 wards has 70 communities. and the polling unit to be about is 1,211. Now, coming to the business of the day, I'm going to the green chambers not to just go and have fun, to help in executing all executive bills that will be introduced by our principal to move Nigeria from consumption to production. Now, moving Nigeria from consumption to production is not going to be an easy task. When the executive bill comes, we need legislators that know what it takes and how to move the legislative business, because taking it from the first reading to the second reading before the passage, that will move Nigeria from where it is to where it's supposed to be. Now, looking at our nation, all of us know that the nation is gradually breaking down. The nation is going down. Now, God has brought someone to us by Peter Obi. I saw his vision, I liked the vision, and I keyed into it. That's why I'm running for Federal House of Representatives. Now, talking about that, that's one aspect of it. Nigeria is run from a system whereby the executive don't have the sole power to carry out its own instruction. It must come to the legislative arm. Now we need legislators. He can't do it alone. We need legislators that are sound, that knows the
Thank
business of the
you.
day,
Thank
that,
you.
that knows the
Thank you.
business of the day,
Yeah, we are
that will
coming to we are
stand
coming
by
to you.
him.
We are coming to you on that. We know you are really ready for this. That is the kind of person we want. Well done. We'll come back to you on that. Well done, sir. You are ready. Yeah. And we want to hear from Tammy. Tammy, greet our people. Greet our people.
All right. Hello, Nigerians. My name is Reverend Ambassador Tammy Clarissa Abusi. I'm from River State, Bonny. I graduated from University of Port Harcourt Theatre Arts. I love the arts. I love the entertainment industry, and I love people. I'm also a clergy, an ordained clergy. So my business is about people. I love the multi-level marketing business. I do a lot of it, and so I interact and interface with people. I actually came into this race because I saw a man like Peter Obi who has integrity, a man who is simple, a man who is transparent, and that gave me a motivation to come out because Bonny as a whole is a very peculiar place. It's an island and very peculiar to River State. Bonny happens to host the NLNG project right now as we speak, and a lot comes from there to Nigeria. So everybody wants to pay attention to Bonny, but sadly, my people have been marginalized and they have not been given what is due them. The place remains status quo for 23 years of legislation. There are no laws that talks about the hazard that the people are exposed to. And I said to myself, come on, I'm not going to sit in the background and watch this continue. So I want to be able to come out and make people understand that leadership can actually be simplified. Leadership doesn't have to be so mystical and complicated. I borrow from a man like Peter Obi. I want to be able to show my people that there's transparency in leadership and that we can actually get these things done. So I'm going to, by God's grace, pass the right laws in the River State House of Assembly that
Thank
will
you.
impact on the people directly. Thank
Thank
you
you.
very much.
Thank you. Well done. I can see that these candidates we have here today will give us assignment. Mr. Emmanuel, are you ready? Because you can see that
Yes,
these
yes.
candidates we have here
I see what
today,
is happening here.
well, they're on
I see
fire.
what is happening here.
Nigeria and these candidates,
What
they're on
happened?
fire. Yeah, they're on
Yes, what
fire.
happened here?
Yeah.
What happened here showed me another, because it's just like you people swept it up our feet. This was the questions that we arranged, even without asking it. You went just into it. It was all about introduction, first of all, but the young blood in you people, that is what we are talking about, make you people to
Their
dive
blood,
into
they're
the
hot.
questions.
Oh, their blood, they're hot. I can see that.
Yes. But nevertheless, I will give you people time to continue on your route answering that question, because the first question we have here goes as if for you to explain to yourself, to Nigerians, and to all our viewers what your contribution will be to your community to the President P2B, and to the Labour Party to help it grow? What are your contributions to your own community and to our principal P2B and to Labour Party when you get into office? We will now like you to expand on your explanations. You went so fast to explain a lot of things, putting them all together. But we thank you for that hot blood because Nigeria needs it. Nigeria has a lot to dry up. So I will ask our brother, comrade there, please. You now have time to explain in details what you're going to do for the community and how you are going to help in the government or governance of P2B and to help in the expanding of the party itself, Labour Party. Thank you very much, my
2
brother.
minutes.
Okay, 2 minutes. Okay, thank you very much. I deeply appreciate this privilege given to me this evening. Just like I said earlier on, there are 3 major things in this nation our principals have mentioned. Number one, moving on from consumption to production. Number two, he talks about the security aspect of it. Number three, he talked about the judiciary aspect of this nation. Now, for the first time in my life, I started going to court because I became a candidate of the strongest local government in Rivers State, which is Obia. But I was taken to court. I lost the lower chamber, but by the grace of God, I won at the appeal court. Now, taking Nigeria from consumption to production is one of the key things. Now, Nigeria, we have crude oil. In the crude oil, we have about 6,000 plus byproducts. We don't have a factory producing one of it. We still export our crude outside and come back. Even the minimal part of the crude oil, which is the fuel, we don't have, our refineries are not working. Now, to move those things, we must break the cabal. How do you break the cabal? These people, they are not ready to give out. We must go back to the legislative chamber and change these laws, setting up proper laws. When the executive bill comes, follow up those bills from the first day of that bill till passage. It's not going to be easy. Let me be sincere with all Nigerians. For the first 1 year, it will be fight in the legislative arm, but we are ready for them because these people don't want to give out what it is. Look at what's going on in the campaign, but we are ready for them. Now, talking about the second bill, until the judiciary aspect of this nation have total financial autonomy, I can tell you we'll be going from back forward. It's time for us to look at the judicial aspect of this nation, giving them total financial autonomy, whereby a common man in Nigeria can go to court because of what he wants, because of what belongs to him, and get judgment, not just a governor from one point. Because of his, they say he that blows the piper detests the pace. Because of his one that is detesting the pace, he will now tell the judges how to give judgment. But once the judicial aspect of it is totally settled, where they have their total financial autonomy, I can tell you Nigeria has entered the flight for democracy. Now, looking at the security aspect, our principal, I've listened to him severally. He has not opened up what is going to be in the security aspect of this nation. But I can tell you, reading from him, following him footstep by footstep, I can tell you for Nigerians to move to where it is, where investors will come into this place, we need a proper security aspect that would move Nigeria from where it is. Once the place is safe, I can tell you investors are free to come into this nation. Those 3 bills, I'm promising Nigerians and I'm promising Labour Party that once those 3 executive bill comes to the Green Chamber, they will hear my voice every day, making sure that those bills scale through the first and second and third reading. Now, I've come to realize in my area where I'm from, all legislators that have served in the Federal House of Representatives, they come up to the constituency project by building markets and town hall. Yeah, building markets and town hall is very good. But I can tell you, human capital development is the best thing that Nigeria needs now. Now, bringing out the giant of Africa in us, we must go back to train our people, retrain our people, and give them what belongs to them. I can tell you now, if you move around Obia, where I'm from, the Port Harcourt town, after our set I've gone to school, I studied mechanical engineering. I went to Egbenijo University. That's my first degree. After I said, the next set of people going to school is difficult. Why? They will definitely tell you that you've asked us to go to school. The people that have gone to school, what is their benefit? Where are they working? They are still at home because there are no jobs. And P2B is here to tell us that he's going to set up these factories that will create jobs for us. Now, human capital development I'm talking about is not just going to train 1,000 persons coming out without no proper installation, no proper empowerment to carry out those trades. Now, human capital development I'm talking about is bringing out the best in our youth, making sure anyone that is going for any training, making sure that person is empowered till the end of it. I did a small study about Rwanda. I realized that Paul Kagan gave Rwanda just two things. He gave them education and IT. Now we have very brilliant youth. When we expose them to this human capital development, the giant of Africa will come out in them and the level of unemployment will reduce. Before these factories, building factories in Nigeria, I can tell you, it will take 6 to 1 year to set up those factories in the 6 geopolitical zone, whereby employment will be running. Now, for those things to move, this youth for this 1-2 years needs something doing. That's why I'm going to that area of human capital development. And Nelson Mandela made a statement. He said, for you to develop the society, you must send education back to the community. And I've said it from the first day I get into office till the day I leave, because I'm someone that plans my life. I know there's a day of entering and there's a day of exit. That's not my father's house. I'm not going to stay there and want to stay there forever. 10% of everything I'll get will go back to education. Why? I want my people to go to school. Once the people are educated, I can tell you, touting will stop. Obiakpo, when I served as a councillor in 2011, Obiakpo and VI, the IGR is the same. But now, every young boy, every young graduate in Obiakpo, because of the level of leadership we have, what they do is send them as essay to local government chairman, send them as this. Nobody wants to go to school. No more companies operating in Obiakpo again. As a legislator, one of my duties is oversight function. I will make sure that the local content law is being implemented in my locality. I'll make sure I go to those companies, find out what are their issues. How do we reduce this problem of touting in Obiakpo, whereby people can be free to do business without this multiple taxation? Now, coming back to it, going back to the youth employment is a key. Without human capital development, we've solved that area. Education, I'm saying I'm giving out 10% of everything I'll get from the first day till the day I will leave to education. Why? I want people after their first degree to go and do masters. I want those people that can't afford education to go to school. Now, until we have a proper bill for education to make sure that this aspect of this strike goes off, to convince our people to go back to school will be very difficult. If they don't see education as the way, if they don't see knowledge as power, it will be difficult for us to convince them to go to school. Now they've seen Yahoo fraud business as power because that's the only thing that gives them money. Now, how do we make this education more lucrative? Until we have scholarships for them, until we have bursaries for them, those things can fly. That's the aspect of education and human capital development.
Yes, if I will come in here, we are living in Nigeria, a country as at this time we are talking that has no rules and regulations. If eventually you have a lot of ideas, you have a lot of things you are in your head, you want to let them work on the ground. If eventually, for instance, we are living in the old Nigeria, all these plans might go astray because you might not have the opportunity or with the people to work with as to execute all these plans. So what I'm asking you now is, with all these ideas, what is motivating you to come out now? What do you think? How do you think? What's the motivation that you have in coming out now to run? I don't know if you have heard some offices or something like that, but as a young youth, what's your real motivation that makes you believe that these things, these plans are going to be implemented this time around?
Okay, what's motivating me? You can only have a better team if you have better leadership. Once you have better leadership, you have a better nation. Nigeria will be better again if we have better leadership. Now, looking at the three contenders, the four contenders, P2B is the best. P2B is the best. In as much as P2B is best, he needs people in the legislative arm to stand by him. So I'm being motivated for a new Nigeria. That's my motivation. I want to be part of making history. I want to be part of bringing up a new and better Nigeria, whereby people will come back home. All those who have gone abroad will come back home. They will be safe to come back to Nigeria to do their business. That's one of my key motivations.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. That's wonderful. Explained everything. I hope that people there can see the blood that is kicking in you. Every listener to this very program will know reason why we say this is the time for the youth. No old politician can explain it the way you have explained it, despite their time in office. They don't know what our youth knows. There is no comparison to that. So at the same time, I would like now to ask the same question to our sister, Ambassador Tammy, to explain for us, make people know what's going to be your own contribution to your community, to the president, and to Labour Party as a whole.
All right, thank you very much for this wonderful opportunity. I'll take first to the president. I see the president as a man that is simple, simplicity, transparency, and prudence. And so to the president, I'm going to ensure that I follow in those steps. I'm going to ensure that my people are prudent. I'm going to ensure that there's transparency. I'm also going to ensure that leadership is simplified and accessible. That's one thing I'm going to do in the steps of the president to contribute to what it's bringing to the table. Now, to my community, everywhere I go, I tell them that I have just 4 cardinal points. Because Bonny remains status quo and nothing has really changed in Bonny for 23 years of legislation, I've come up with 4 cardinal points. The first one is what I tagged developmental collaborations. In developmental collaborations, there's going to be a new Bonny Kingdom. We're going to open up Bonny Kingdom a bit more. And these collaborations will be from all spheres, the diaspora, the titled citizens, everybody coming to the table to look at the expanse of land that we have, how we can open and create a better living condition for people. Because they are all, they are all in one small circle, and it's still the same way they used to live so many years ago. So that is one thing I'm going to ensure that happens to my community. The second one is systemic change and laws that will impact the people directly. I'm going to ensure that I pay attention to the laws and the bills that are being passed in the House, and I'm also going to sponsor what I have tagged the Residence Hazard Allowance. It's so dear to my heart because in Bonny here, we have the gas flaring, and the hazard it brings to my people cannot be quantified. And I have not seen any palliative or assuasions or anything to help them handle these issues. People are falling sick, people are dying, roofs are getting porous every day, and nothing is being done about it. So the Residence Hazard Allowance is the first bill I would want to pass to help my people and ensure that we give them the right living condition. The next thing is visibility. There is no electronic billboard in Bonny Island. And I have promised my community that when I get to office by God's grace, I'm going to put electronic billboards in all the junctions, the major junctions in Bonny Island. Why am I doing this? Because I want to ensure that there's transparency. Because I want my people to see, as at today, nobody knows who is doing what contract, what is happening there or not. Each time there is a contract, each time there is a development, we're going to see it on the scroll so that our illiterate mothers, our parents, the young people who do not have access to a good phone that can go online, they will see it on the scroll. They will see who is awarded to. They will see how the projects are going. They will see at what level it is and at completion. This is going to help transparency and for the people to be able to accept the leadership that has come to them. And lastly is what I have tagged the People's Parliament. Now, this one I love so much because The People's Parliament is going to consist of heads of the different communities in Bonny. They are going to come together. We are going to set up a parliament. Why are we doing this? Because I want the people to tell me what they want. Because communities vary. We have the Oshonia, we have the upland. They vary, so their needs also vary. So when this community says, oh, what we need is an embankment, oh, we don't have a landing jetty. Another community is saying, oh, we need toilets. Another community is saying, oh, we need where to dispose. So we are actually targeting exactly what the people need. I'm not interested in going to do one constituency project that will not affect anybody. I want it to be specific. So it's going to be an interactive government for me. I tell my people I'm simply a servant leader. What you want is what I take there. What they give me there is what I bring here. So everybody sees it. And of course, to Labour Party. Labour Party, I'm going to ensure that I attract the right people into Labour Party. Because of my person, I'm a public figure. I'm also in the media and entertainment, and I understand what to do and how to do. So I'm going to bring in the right people, which is already happening on the island. They're going to come into Labour Party, and we're going to form a formidable structure, and of course, fly the flag higher than it is going right now. Thank you very much.
Thank you. To conclude that, your question, I'd also like to ask about what is your motivation at this very point? Because all these things can die away if there's nobody there that is right at the head. What is motivating you at this very point? To know and believe that your dreams will become tomorrow.
Well, my motivation basically, it's about the decadence in my community. Before I took the ticket for the House of Assembly seat, I had initiated a project I tagged Bonny Has Talent. And that project was almost 35% gone before the opportunity came for this. So what's actually motivating me is the decadence I see on this island and the marginalization that I see on this island. And also a man like Peter Obi, who is resilient, who is insisting and who is pushing hard to make sure that he changes the narrative. So these are the things that are motivating me. I told my people yesterday, I went to see a group of persons and I told them, I said, look, if there can be a Peter Obi to change Nigeria, then there can be a Tammy Abusi to change Bonny Island. So these are my motivations.
Thank you very much, my sister. Our viewers can see that there is a lot of motivation because of the principle himself. Because people believe that whatever light they are shining now is going to really shine bright because of who is up there. A lot of people who have not been in politics before are coming up now. The people who their dreams of how to make Nigeria a better place were about to die are waking up now because they believe we demand people to be at the head. All their dreams, whatever you dream to do, if you are there in power, you will come to manifest. Thank you very much, my people. I salute you people. I greet you people. I'm very much encouraged by the energy that is coming up from you as we go on. And we believe that this energy will be channeled into doing the right thing for Nigeria. My moderator, over to you. Thank you.
Thank you very much. And on my own side, I just want to summarize my question so that because I'm conscious of time, just like to find, we want to find out what are your difficulties, what are your challenges that you are facing within this time you have decided to run for this position. We know that campaigning is about getting to the grassroots and letting people know who you are, the intention you have, and what you want to do. Are there any challenges or difficulties you are facing? And what are your plans in overcoming them in order to make sure that come this year's election that you come out victoriously? Thank you very much. Let me start with Mr. Nda. Just 2
Okay,
minutes only. 2 minutes.
okay, thank you very much, sir. Just like what we all know ourselves, we all know those people that are on ground. The challenges I'm having is just number one, just threat to life. I've been approached severally to step down and I refuse. What they do now is destroying my billboards. I'm just like the person that has the billboard. I am myself and P2B. They've destroyed two of my billboard. I can send the pictures to you, and they are threat to life, which I've reported to the DSS, and the state chairman is aware of it. Minus that, every other thing is moving on perfectly well. We rolled out our timetable from Saturday that is coming up till the 21st. We are moving back to the streets, to the houses, for door-to-door campaign, sensitization to make sure that everyone is aware. Most times when we go out for campaign, we see that they don't really understand the Labour Party logo. So that's why we say we're taking it to their houses now. It's just the major challenge I'm facing is just the threat to life. Apart from that, every other thing is moving on properly. I've been asked my friends, they've called so many people to tell me to step out from the race. Why? This is the governor's local government. He does not want embarrassment. That's what they say. The person there has stayed there for 12 years, and they say, let me allow him to go, that this is the last opportunity. And I said, no, I'm going in for the race. I'm not stepping down. They've offered so many money. But by the grace of God, safety belongs to the Lord, and DSS is aware of it. So for now, no other thing. Saturday, we are running from Saturday to the 21st of February, door to door, street to street, market to market campaign. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. I will be addressing your concerns straight to life, intimidation, harassment. Our Papa, President Buhari, warned Nigerians that no one should be allowed to intimidate any person. So anyone intimidating somebody or putting threats across to any of the candidates is actually breaking the law, because it's against the law of Nigeria for anyone to behave in that manner. So be warned, you that are decided to be a thug in the hands of these slave masters. Be careful, because the law is after you and the law is coming for you. And the threat to life, I'm happy that you have done the right thing. And also, Nigerians, the youths, we invite you to protect all these candidates. If will continue to happen when the good ones refuse to challenge evil. So we want the good ones out there to challenge every evil that's within our society. Say no to thuggery. Say no to violence. Say no to intimidation, because it will not work for you this time. It will not. It will not work for you this time. I'm happy. It seems that Mr. Nda is covered financially. Thank you. Thank God for that. That does not mean that he will not need support. If he have anything to give, reach out to him, because of course you know that Nda is from the Labour Party. The Labour Party has not been in power before, so they have not stolen any Nigerian money to share to their candidates. So all these candidates are doing this on their own with the help of their family and friends. So if you want a change, you must contribute something. I'm doing my own part. So you have to do your own. If you have 2 cars, sell one and use one to support these honest, God-fearing people. If not, the slave masters and their children will continue to lead you. In fact, they have no sympathy for you, because you are not in the same category with them. Even when you go to bed without food, they don't care, because they are not used to it. But these people coming from Labour Party, Papa Mama Pikin, his family, they understand what you are passing through, and they will be able to help you out. So I ask every one of you to fight, not in a physical way, but in any form you can, legitimately, to ensure that there's a change of power this year. This is our year. Let me bring the same question to late Ambassador Tammy. Can you please respond to the same question? Do you want me to repeat the question?
No.
Thank you very much.
I got the question right. Challenge is right.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
2 minutes.
okay. Because Bonny is an island, we have the Oceania wards, that's the riverine wards, and then we have the upland wards. And these wards are scattered all around. And of course, you have to attend to every need. Now, that gives us a very, very, very uphill task. I've done quite a lot of visits to the Oceanias, but it's inexhaustive. There's still a lot to do. And when you go to these Oceanias, you go with boats, you go with life jackets, you have to hire the boats, and they don't come cheap at all, especially because of the ship. You can pay as high as 150,000 for just one trip, and you have to make those trips severally, you know. So basically, for me, the major challenges I'm having here is funding. I've had to deplete myself to get to the point where I am. And then, of course, everywhere you go, because the people want you, they want your cap, they want your t-shirts, they want so much from you. And we don't have all the monies to print for everybody. So a little more of materials will go a long way to push the campaigns and, of course, support from other angles. I used to have threats. They used to be threatening about me before now. They will pull down my billboards, tear them, but all of that is over. They've come to realize that I'm unshakable, I'm focused, I'm determined, and I'm going for it. So they don't bother about that again. If you can't beat them, join them. So they are all crossing over. That's it for now.
Thank you very much, my sister, Ambassador Tammy. You have all heard it from her. She needs funding, not to give bribe, or not to bribe people. Material that she needs for this campaign. She needs that support because she has not stolen our money. She needs that support because the problem is the real people that want to serve us do not give you bribe. It is only criminals that want to steal from you that will bribe you. So Labour doesn't give chichi, and they don't give. What they need is mobilization for the real thing, practical thing they need in order to reach out to the grassroots, reach out to the Nigerians to tell them what they will do. So if you have any money you keep somewhere in your savings, invest it on these people because you will not be disappointed. You will not be disappointed because we want a new Nigeria. And when there is a new Nigeria, that your money will multiply. It will multiply in the sense that the economy will be good. Then there will be security. Then the quality of life will improve. Our children will have employment. Our economy will improve. Our roads will be motorable. Our educational system will be improved. Our life expectancy will increase. Stress will reduce. And the only one who can do it, the only one who can do this for us is P2B with Labour Party candidates that are coming now. I'm not saying that other party members that there are no good ones coming from some of the party, but the point here is These people have had their turn. It is the turn of Labour Party, because Labour Party has something to offer us. Let's give them chance. If you go to carry a baby and the baby dies, you have to go home. So other party have done enough harm. Let them hand over to people that are going to reconstruct the Nigerian system and amend everything they have damaged. Our country needs repair. And it's the only leadership led by Peter Obi and these young youths, these young candidates that are coming up that will be able to repair our country. Not all these stomach, what do you call, pot tummies that have eaten our money dry. They have nothing to offer. Because lead them again there, they will eat more. Now, let me ask you, Nigerians. Let me ask you, Nigerians. You want... Now, go and do your research. Go and do your research. Any family you comes out and his father or grandfather has been in any of the political in any of political leadership before in the past, and the father is and the son want to be, ask yourself, now only them know how to lead. So go out and vote them out, because they want to make themselves perpetually lords over you. With Peter Obi coming into power and with these young people coming with him, you see that money politics will end. So it's no longer, when you come into politics, no longer how much you have. It becomes what you have to offer us.
Precisely.
And that is what they're bringing. You that is being used against this movement. Be careful. You know the movement of the Israelites from the Egypt to the promised land. Not everyone got there. Some fell on the way. If you want to fall on the way, allow yourself to be used as a thug. Because that gun that you want to shoot will turn back and shoot you and shoot your guy. So you better stay away from trouble. Let fairness, let there be free and fair. FF. This is the only time I will support FF. Let there be free and fair election. Because if there is free and fair election, there is no Jupiter, there is no reason why Obi will not be a president of this country. And even if you want to bring trouble, that trouble will land on your head. Still Obi will become president. If you say over your dead body, we will bury you before that day.
Exactly.
So go and just kukuma, go and sleep. If you don't want to do anything, go and sleep and be watching what is going to happen. Okay, it will be like a mirage when our president will be introduced, Peter Obi and his assistant. On this note, I invite my comrade to say his closing speech.
Yeah, thank you, brothers and sisters, all obedience around the world. We are highly happy to always bring you the best of the best programs among our candidates, the Labour Party candidates, that we sincerely hope that is going to bring a change to Nigeria. And we all know that a change to Nigeria is a change to Africa. And of course, a change to the movement of the world. So we are happy, and we are going to continue doing what we are doing to make sure that the right thing is done in Nigeria. We hope that you will be always coming into our program to watch and to hear and to learn, to understand the vision of this young, dedicated leadership that is coming into the country of Nigeria. So Once again, I say thank you very much wherever you are watching from. We hope that you will be with us tomorrow at any time. We are live here to bring to you the best candidates that the world will ever see. That's what our belief is, and we believe that that's our belief is going to come to fulfillment. Thank you very much, and stay tuned for the next episode of this very edition, where we bring you candidates around Nigeria for LP, Labour Party. A new Nigeria is possible.
Yes.
Thank you, my
Thank you.
fellow comrade. Our struggle will not be in vain, because I know
Amen.
I know you are in Germany, and you want your children to come to Nigeria as much as they want, and you yourself. So we want a safe country. It's not that we have anything we are asking from anyone. We have given our money, we are giving our time to make sure that this is a reality. Let me just ask a question, and that question is: the ongoing issuance of new naira note bank notes, is it a blessing or a curse to Nigerians? I know there is good intention in this policy. There is no doubt, and there is no doubt that in the future, at long run, that this policy will help Nigeria economy. There is no doubt. But I must say that its application and enforcement needs to be revisited urgently. It is, I feel, from what is going on in Nigeria today, adversely affecting our people in the rural areas. It has created artificial crisis, hunger, and scarcity. It has increased our people's suffering and frustration in the community. My honorable CBN governor, in this program today, I will be polite. Release money to Nigerians. You have good intention, but it was not planned well. How can you expect Mama, Papa in the village that is selling pepper to have account number, where money, when he sell pepper of how much, the money will transfer to his account? Did you make any arrangement to go to the rural areas and set a bank account for these people? No. So you have good intention. Applause. Well done. But its application and implementation should be revisited, because people are dying right now in Nigeria because of lack of cash. Go and release money to people. In next program, I will not be polite. I will call for the youths to start demonstrating about this. A woman today went to market to sell her ugu leaves. She bought fuel, cultivated ugu in this dry season, harvested the ugu today, and went to market to sell it. In a normal time, she's supposed to get about 20,000 naira from that product. She ended up getting only 5,000 because people have no money to buy, and sent the money to a relative. Of that money that's not up to 200,000, of that money, they use 30,000 naira of that money in paying for POS. Now tell me, you have strangulated economy. You are trying to help the economy, but its application is dangerous. It's diabolical. So Release money because businesses are dying. People have product they cannot sell because people have no cash to buy. Papa mamas in the rural areas have no bank account. Hear this. Of course, I don't know whether you are with people or are you against Nigerians or for Nigerians? I will stop it here. But if from now till Monday, money is not released, I call my bank officer in Nigeria. He told me that the CBN has not given the permission to start releasing money. But some politicians are having this money, sharing it. So are you against Nigerians or are you for Nigerians? What is the plan? What is the intention really you have in this? I will stop it here. But from now till Monday, if something is not done, I will start a massive campaign that will rise people against you. Why is Nigeria so complacent? Not done, I don't care attitude, even when they are being killed. They pretend that everything is okay. You cannot do that in a developed country. I rest my case for now. It is a message to CBN, the CBN governor and all the people in the finance and banking system. Release money to Nigerians. Nigerians are dying out of lack of cash. Release money to businesses. Businesses are collapsing out of lack of cash. Without cash, without money, business cannot go. Especially in the rural areas. God bless you, wonderful people of Nigeria. I pray that all our struggles will not be in vain. And finally, I want to tell you to vote for these candidates that are here today and other good, loving people that have come out to save Nigerians. Vote for them, not because of the money they will give to you. Vote for them not because of where they come from or who they are, or in terms of the connection they have. Vote for them because of the quality, the character that is verifiable, their competency, the skills, the training, the qualification, commitment, what I really am ready to give. Vote for them. And on this note, I thank all of you. I thank you, Ambassador Tammy. It's well with you. May people understand that we need more women in the system. I thank you, Mr. Nda. I pray that everything goes well with you. And we'll be here to celebrate your success, two of you and others.
Amen.
And I thank you, my fellow comrade, for the good work and sacrifices that you have been putting on. Mr. Emmanuel Nwachukwu, may God bless you. And on this note, we will be drawing the curtain now and see us again. Please love this, like these programs and share them. Share them because the more you share them, we are passing all this information to the right people that need it. So I ask you, please share these programs. On this note, I draw the curtain for today. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Bye, everyone, and see you again.